are just girls, but some of us are just girls with money, and some of us are just girls who are broke. And the difference is, nobody sat us down and told us how to actually make real money. The rule is simple. Learn from others before you have to learn from your own rock bottom. But here is the thing, and this is actually lesson 1 before the lessons even start. You will not get this right without failing first. Failure is not the opposite of building wealth. It is part of it. Every woman you are going to hear about in this video made mistakes with money before she made millions. The goal is not to avoid all the wrong moves. The goal is to fail faster, learn quicker, and not repeat the same mistakes for years. So what am I even talking about? These are life lessons, but today we are talking money. Let's get into it. The first thing you need to understand is that the version of money advice you grew up hearing was designed for a different economy. Save as much as you can, put it in a savings account, don't touch it, be responsible, and maybe that worked in 1995. But right now, in 2026, that advice is actively hurting you. Inflation is eating your savings alive. In a traditional savings account is giving you maybe 0.5% interest, while inflation is running at over 3%, which means every single year you sit on your money doing nothing with it, it is worth less than it was before. You are losing money by trying to be responsible. That is the trap nobody tells you about. This is what Vivian Tu, known as Your Rich BFF, and one of the most followed personal finance voices right now, with over 6 million followers, built her entire platform on. She became a millionaire at 27. Former Wall Street trader, did the work, learned the rules, and then started teaching them to women who were never supposed to have access to this information. Her whole thing is that rich people are not smarter than you. They just learned a different set of rules. They know how to make money work for them instead of trading all of their time to earn it. She put it simply. Elevate how much money you are bringing home. Spend as little as possible. Invest the difference. That is the formula. It sounds basic until you realize almost nobody is actually doing all 3 parts at the same time. So let us break those 3 parts down properly. The first part is earning more. Not working more hours, earning more. There is a difference, and it is a massive one. When you pick up extra shifts at a job or take on a second job working for someone else, your income is capped. You can only work so many hours. You get sick, you stop making money, and the majority of what you earn gets taken in taxes anyway. The real wealth-building move is learning a high-income skill that you own, something you can monetize outside of a traditional employment structure. We are talking about video editing, social media management, UGC content creation, digital product sales, coaching, consulting. These are skills you can pick up with a few months of focused learning and then charge real money for, not minimum wage, proper money. The kind of money that scales because you can raise your rates, take on more clients, or eventually automate parts of it. Tori Dunlap, founder of Her First 100K, did exactly this. She set a goal to save her first $100,000 by the age of 25 and hit it. She was working a 9-to-5, but she also built a side income, doing freelance marketing, and used every extra dollar to invest. By the time she quit her job, she had a business that was already making money. She did not wait until she felt ready. She built the skill, monetized it, and made the leap. Her advice has always been that your earning potential is your most powerful financial tool, not your ability to restrict yourself. Which brings us to the second part, spending less, but smarter. This is not about cutting your nails and canceling subscriptions and living like you are in some kind of self-imposed poverty era. That approach is miserable and it does not move the needle. And what it actually does is put you in a constant state of scarcity, where your whole relationship with money becomes anxious and restrictive. And you will burn out and blow everything on a random impulse purchase and feel worse than before. That is not the move. The move is what Michelle Aloka, personal finance consultant and author of Own Your Money, talks about when she says you need to focus on the big 3: housing, food, and transportation. Those are the 3 expenses that have the most impact on how much you are able to save and invest. Michelle built a net worth of over $700,000 by 30. She was saving around $1,000 a month because of it and putting that directly into investments. By her late 20s, she had her own apartment and could afford it without blowing her financial position. Her point is that keeping your big 3 under control frees up more money than cutting a Spotify subscription ever will. The small stuff is not where your financial life is won or lost. It is the big fixed costs that you need to be strategic about. She also talks about high-yield savings accounts, which most people in their 20s have not switched to. A traditional bank savings account is paying you almost nothing. A high-yield savings account through an online bank is currently paying 3 to 4%, same level of access. Same security, just more return on money you would have been sitting on anyway. It takes 20 minutes to set one up, and it is one of the easiest upgrades you can make right now with zero risk. The third part is investing the difference. And this is the part most women skip because it feels complicated or like something they will do later when they know more or have more money. But here is what that delay is actually costing you. If you start investing $300 a month at 22, by the time you are 65, that grows into over $1 million, assuming an average 10% return, which is what the S&P 500 has historically returned over time. If you wait until 32 to start, you would need to invest more than double that amount per month to reach the same outcome. The math is brutal. Time in the market beats everything else. And you do not need to be an expert. You can open an index fund or ETF through any investment app, set up an automatic monthly transfer, and let compound interest do the work. The key is just starting. Let's talk about assets versus liabilities, because this is the mindset shift that changes everything. An asset is something that puts money into your pocket, and a liability is something that takes money out of it. Most of what we are told to want in our 20s, designer bags, new cars, luxury travel on credit, trendy clothes, those are liabilities. They feel like status and reward, but financially they are draining you. This does not mean you can never have nice things. It means you build the assets first, and then the nice things come from the returns, not from your core income. Your energy in your 20s should be going toward building things that earn a skill, a side income, an investment account, a small business. That is what creates the life you actually want, not the other way around. Haley Sachs, known as Mrs. Dow Jones, has been saying this for years. She built her entire brand on making investing feel accessible to women who were told finance was not for them. Her message is that knowing how money works is not optional anymore. It is the difference between being in control of your life and being at the mercy of an economy that is not designed to help you. And she is right. The cost of living is only going up. Wages are not keeping pace. The women who will be fine are the ones who built multiple streams of income and started investing while they were young enough for compound interest to do the heavy lifting. So here is what this actually looks like in practice. If you keep your current income source while you build a skill you can monetize on the side, you move your savings into a high-yield account right now, today. You keep your big three expenses as low as your situation allows. You open an investment account and start with whatever you can, even $50 a month, and automate it so it happens without you thinking about it. You stop measuring your financial progress by how much you can visibly show off and start measuring it by your net worth, which is the number that actually tells you where you stand. And you protect your time fiercely because your time is the only input you have that has the potential to multiply. Every hour you spend learning something that earns you money is an hour that compounds. Every hour you spend scrolling and comparing and wanting things you cannot afford yet is an hour you are paying for with your future. Your 20s are not for figuring it out later. They are the window. Every financial advisor, every woman who built real wealth, every person who came out on the other side with options and freedom says the same thing. They wish they had started sooner. You have the information right now. The question is whether you act on it. Do one thing today and let that become the beginning of something that changes where your life goes from here. You do not need to have it all figured out. You just need to start.